And we're live. It's our brand new fired up episode. I'm here with Mr. Michael Renaud, all the way
Hey,
from
Susan.
Long Island, New York. How you
Yeah,
doing?
we say Long Island here.
How do you say it?
I don't say it, but like there are people with heavy Long Island accents, and it's Long Island.
Oh God, I couldn't
Oh
even
yeah,
tell you.
and they go to
Long
Florida in the winter. There's always an
Florida.
R at the end of Florida. I don't know
Oh
where
yeah,
that
that's so
comes
funny.
from.
Though, I do sense the accent now. Like if there's somebody here, I just met somebody in Long Beach actually yesterday who had
Or,
she'd lived in Boston and Long Island, and I
oh
caught the
wow,
accent. And she's
yeah,
been here for like
definitely between
15
those two.
years. She's like, "Wow, how do you?" I
Yeah,
said, "I hear it every day.
you
I got
definitely
someone in
talk.
my ear every day."
Yeah, exactly. And then she's parking a car in Harvard Yard, so
She's what?
it's an old Boston, right? You park your car in Harvard Yard. You're supposed to
Oh,
park your car in Harvard Yard. But the way the Boston, that heavy Boston accent comes
oh
through,
my
it's like park
God,
your
that's
car in heavy
heavy. Yeah, I
yard.
know
It's
that.
that heavy A. Like my Amy, my wife's from Rhode Island. Her family's from Rhode Island. And her dad, when he was alive, like I mean, he sounded just like Peter Griffin. I mean, literally, he was Peter Griffin, like just that from Family Guy, that voice, everything,
Oh, got it.
that
Oh, yes,
accent,
yes,
that
yes.
heavy
Like I
A, like
knew
eh.
I
Oh,
recognized that
oh my
name.
God,
Yeah.
so fun.
That's fun.
Yeah,
I love it. And
that
I
was her dad.
love Southern accents too. I was just talking, I don't know if you overheard when we were talking to
But
Ricky
yeah, got
Williams
Susan's
and
a
Mike
sucker
Stewart.
for Southern hospitality.
I
What
mean,
were
you
you
gotta
saying?
love
Sorry,
a,
sorry.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, you gotta love it, right?
Oh, listen, every time they call me darling and sweetheart,
I
and like I
love
love it.
it.
Like,
I know, I know. I think there's a similarity between that Southern hospitality and the Latin culture. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yep.
that in at Lexus, we used to say they used to train us, treat every customer, excuse me, treat every customer like a guest in your home, right? And
Right.
I feel like the Southern people understand that and they do that already. And I
100%.
feel like Hispanics are like that naturally. And I'm not saying no one else is.
No one's like that here in New
I'm
York. So
just more familiar with my culture, right?
yeah. Like if
But
someone knocks at your door, it's like, what the fuck? Someone's trying to kill me. You know
yeah,
what I
no,
mean?
see,
Like no one's
we're like,
really
hey,
like when
I
I
got
was
my
a
door
kid, like
closed,
people
huh?
knocked on the door all the time. Oh, my friends come over, this one comes over, the neighbor showed
Yeah.
up. Like, no one knocks on
Yeah.
doors. Like it doesn't happen
Oh,
anymore. It's so
oh
funny.
yeah. Full house is what we like. Yep.
Yeah.
That's
Um,
awesome. Cool. How's Amy and
oh yeah, everyone's good.
your little working kids?
Oh yeah,
You got
Tyler's
some really exciting
oh
news
yeah,
with your
Tyler just
son.
finished shooting an exciting movie,
I
which I
know.
signed NDAs hiding myself in the
We
world, but
can't
reach
talk
out soon.
about it, but we're
No,
gonna
but we
talk
will
about
soon.
it.
It will be fun. We can't talk about, but we will soon. We will soon. It'll be
We
fun.
can't talk about Bruno and we can't talk
Yes,
about this,
can't
okay?
talk about Tyler, but
So
he's
for
got his
those,
back handspring done. And for a
oh,
7-year-old to nail his back hamstring, he's pretty excited. And he
that's a special
fucking
kid.
is
Both
doing.
of your kids are special and
Yeah.
super talented.
Wait, but you had
But
graduations.
yes, yes. Well, but before I get to that,
Yeah.
so Michael's got a son who's doing some filming, and he's going to be in some really big stuff that we can't talk about, but super
No,
talented
next
kid. So
summer.
eventually everyone will find out. But yeah, my son just graduated, yes. And
College, not this is
super
not high
excited.
school. This is one college
He
graduation's a whole new thing because now a whole bill came off your plate.
so he's 20 so
Susan's
he's
just got
21.
that much richer, everybody. But then she put another kid in college, so
No, the veterans, the vets helped. He
oh
gets
yeah,
some help because his dad was a vet.
yeah.
But no, he graduated with his bachelor's of science biology, and he had every intention of going into med school or a practitioner school, but I think the plans have changed a little bit. We're thinking about putting him in a car dealership and having him sell cars for about a year, which I think, you know,
Hey,
hey, have them learn real world tactics,
right,
from the real
yeah.
world, which I love. I feel like I got that. So yeah, lots of exciting stuff. And then we've got so many new partners here. past couple months.
Oh my God, that we've
Some
signed,
great
the amount of
partners.
clients that we've signed. I mean, listen, the industry is going through a lot right now, and dealers are waking up and realizing, like, Jesus, I need to get my team up and moving, and like they're just lazy. I mean, I went into a store, Susan, I was at a store. You could literally sell 15 cars a month, and you don't even have to answer a lead, pick up a phone, or do anything. The BDC hands you appointments, and the customers walk in the door. Like, so yeah, I mean, like, where are they working? What are they doing? Aren't you looking for a car? What's going on with that?
Well, that kind of leads us into our topic for today.
Oh, look how I did that. You
Um,
like that?
so, I like that. Nice little segue. So, right now, this month, in our spot training, our focus is internet leads.
Yeah.
We had a fantastic webinar this morning, didn't we? That was
Oh
fun.
my God, that was so much
And
fun.
so many people on there. And
And the
if you
amount
don't
of
know,
feedback they just kept writing and
yeah.
messaging us. It was so much fun.
Yeah, so every month we have a different focus, something that we can learn and master. And these are skills that you can apply to sales, particularly in the early stages when we're converting leads and trying to get more traffic into the store. But really, I mean, our folks use these strategies everywhere, right?
Yep.
But these webinars, in the webinar that we have each month, we talk about this focus. And this month it was the 5 biggest mistakes, the 5 habits, top 5 biggest mistakes that you're making that is sabotaging your internet lead conversions. And man, we had a lot of comments on there. That was quite fun. But as far as me and buying a car, I have been in the market now for
Wild.
3 plus. Really, it was when my daughter got her driver's license, which was earlier this year. I didn't start looking for a car right away because I live in a city that's very accessible and I do a lot of walking. But we need a second car. And you guys, Michael, I I don't have the time to go into a dealership. I just don't.
You spend enough
So,
time in dealerships for
right,
work.
right. I spend a lot of time in dealerships to buy a car. So is touch points that I have with people in the local dealerships around here are through the internet. And can I tell you something? 3, 4 months, and I still have not been swept off my feet. Like there has been nobody that has emailed me, called me, messaged, nothing that I've said, you know what? And a couple called, yeah, we go to the
Yep.
store. But why I didn't move still? Because, obviously there's so many other variables. It's not just about having the car.
Right.
It's just not. So, I don't know. I really wanted someone to kind of reach out and
Just be that
wow
problem
me and
solver.
guide me and let me make this easier for you. But no, I mean, I feel like every transaction, every communication has felt like a transaction. Like, oh, you're not buying today? Okay, sweet. We'll call you later. And then
Right.
click
And
and
when's
snap.
later? They don't even call. I mean, that's fine if you don't want to call me, speak to me right now, and you'll call me later. Okay. But they're
Yeah.
not even calling later.
Right. That's the problem. So, when we're talking about internet leads, let's face it, we all know, Michael, you, everybody listening, that this is such a sore topic today. We lose so many opportunities on phones, on just phone
Yep.
prospects. Imagine what the numbers look like on internet prospects because the average dealership is getting 400% more of the internet leads than they are phone leads, right?
Yep.
That number's about right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Quadruple
That's
the
right.
amount.
Uh huh.
hmm
Yeah.
hmm So
I mean,
it's something that, and I think it's a big profit leak, bottom
a
line.
huge problem.
And
I mean, the
you
amount of
know,
money think about it. Their biggest expense is driving lead traffic.
yeah, yeah,
I mean,
yes,
I was on a call with a store today, right? And I'm talking to the GM of the store. And he starts telling me about how he had a meeting yesterday, a meeting today, and a meeting tomorrow with his managers about the website, and that his managers were complaining about the website. So I asked him, I was like, how many leads you get this month? And he was like, they were at like 1,400. I'm like, are you pacing for where you were last month? He goes, yeah, we're pacing for exactly where. I'm like, and you're kind of average on where you've been. As have your web's leads gone like up? Have they gone
Yeah.
down? Or are you kind of like, you guys are doing like a good? He goes, no, we're pretty consistent even. I'm like, so then what's wrong with your website? What's their complaints? Well, they don't like the pop-ups, they don't like this, they don't like that. But I go, but you're gonna get rid of, I go, listen, I hate pop-ups, I hate those things, I can't say them, but you're gonna get rid of those pop-ups and you're gonna get less leads. And then they're gonna come to you and say, we're not getting enough leads. I'm like, how about
Wow.
you tell your
Wow.
salespeople to shut up? He's like, what? I'm like, I would tell your salespeople to shut up and go sell cars and let your. I go, do you have a marketer? He goes, yeah, I have a marketer. Okay, I know they have a marketer in that company, like literally in-house marketer that they're paying probably close to $200,000 a year for. Okay. And the GM who pays this guy, who signs this marketer's paycheck, is letting his sales managers come off the floor, spend time to talk about this, and is ignoring the marketer and focusing.
Yeah.
Sell cars. These, like when we talk about profit leaks, we
Yeah.
talk about these things like
Yeah.
sell cars and your problems go away. Being the weatherman, telling everybody the forecast when I can look out the window and see that it's raining
Right.
doesn't solve a dealership problem,
Oh my God. And that's
and it's
another thing
why the
is,
salespeople do a terrible job because their
yeah,
managers are worried about a website.
yeah, yeah. It's so true. It's so true. Listen, I mean, I was just driving this past weekend downtown LA, and the amount of vehicles around me, going 3 miles an hour. I mean, I sat there and I'm like, they're still buying cars.
They're
Like,
buying cars.
they're still buying cars. There's still millions of
They're just not
drivers
getting off the
out there
road.
that need a car.
Mhm.
And so if it's not from you, it's going to be from somebody else. I mean, that's
Yep.
the bottom line. But yeah, internet leads, yeah, they're a problem. How do you get people to tighten up? How do you get, with all of the volume that we have, how do you nurture each lead? That's the problem is, we know what to do in person, we know what to do over the phone, but I think where a lot of people get stuck is they don't know how to deliver all of that digitally,
Well,
right?
and it's that when it's that coupled with I want to run my BDC or my sales floor with the least amount of people possible.
Yeah. Oh,
And
yeah.
so, right. So
Yeah.
now, how can I provide a good experience for someone if I'm a BDC rep and I'm taking 300 leads a month, or I'm a
You can't.
salesperson
It's
who takes
impossible.
150 a month and I still have to sell cars,
You
right?
know how? Because if I was there, I'd be just cherry picking. I'd be, taking all the
Oh,
ones
that's
that
what
I
they
thought
do.
were going to buy today because I can't get to you all. So of course I'm going to get to the ones I think are buyers,
Right.
real buyers, right? Quote unquote.
Well, it's shoppers that we need to turn into buyers, right?
Well,
And you're
of
a shopper
course.
who's been out there and you're a shopper who's been there waiting, like poking your head out saying, hi, I'm here. And they're writing you right away. And then it's not instantly, it's not 5 minutes phone calls. It's you've moved on with other stuff because they're calling you a half hour later, 45 minutes later, however much time later they're calling you. So you've moved on. And
Yeah.
then they're emailing you, and it's these standard templated emails that are coming from the dealer that you
Yeah.
know are templated, so you're just deleting it. There's no video, there's no text messages, no nothing. And after maybe 3, 4, 5 days, the phone calls and everything stop.
Yeah. Yeah. About a week. And then, if they don't think you're going to buy, yeah. And I'll tell you, when we were in Miami this past time, we had so many mystery shop calls that we did live,
Yeah.
and this is something we do standard in our classes, but this particular dealership, we had to do the several a day. And so we would kind of call around and check the competition and see how they were doing. And even just with phone calls, yeah, heavy follow-up first 5 days, but then it just goes flat,
Yes.
flat. So
Yep.
yeah, let's talk about the pitfalls because we talked about in the webinar, which was really fascinating. I think it got a lot of people talking. the top 5 mistakes that people make. I'm going to pull it up, but we started a countdown and we started with number 5.
Yep.
I'm pulling it up here.
Huh.
I just want to make sure because I'm going to go out of order here if I don't look at this list. Okay. So, number 5, getting lazy with templates. We're just talking about that.
We're just talking about him, right? I literally saw, and we talked about it on the webinar today. I literally saw a dealership a couple of weeks ago that's had their COVID rules. COVID
Yeah,
rules,
that's insane.
like
That,
masking rules and all this stuff. Like what?
well, it's because I get
Tell
a job and I say, "Oh, hey, I need some email help. What are you using? Oh, let me use that. Will you send that to me? Okay, great." And then it's like I'm not putting any time into it. And that's what the customer feels on the other end is what kind of garbage is this?
I don't care.
Right.
You're a throwaway.
I don't really care. I just want to know if
If you're gonna buy right
you're
now,
going to
and if
buy right
and,
now.
and and I don't have to work for it. I don't want to work for it. Just
Mhm.
fall on my lap and do a dance. That's all I want.
Mhm. Yeah.
That's what I need.
Yeah. Let me just walk into the deal.
Yeah, beg you. Please sell me a car. And I'll pay MSRP too. Plus I'll buy whatever they sell me in finance. Like, what are we
Yeah. Oh,
thinking?
yeah. So funny.
Really?
Yeah, people get so lazy. And so listen, this is something, if you guys are using templates, if you're copying and pasting and just redoing that email over and over again, stop.
Ah,
Literally just take 5 minutes to read it over. Okay. Nowadays, every system has a spell check. Put it into Chat GPT for God's sakes. Have it
yep.
spell check it for you. Whatever you need
We'll
to
give
do.
you the templates. We have them
Well,
done.
yeah, they'll do that too. But you got something special about you that you need to portray and that you need to somehow make that showcase that through your email,
Right.
right?
Yep.
So number 4 was asking for the appointment too soon.
Right.
Uh,
You
I
have the
mean,
car in stock? Yes, I do. When
right.
can you come in? Today, tomorrow? Like those people don't show up.
No, I mean that's me. I went through that and I didn't show up because nobody
Right.
was wowing me. And here's the deal, and I said this on the webinar, but this is so true. It's like wanting to hit a home run, right? You're so
Fair.
dang focused on hitting that home run. You're not focused on, you know, your points, right? Getting the first and getting the
Right.
second. Slowly but surely I'll get there, right? No. But then you hit a foul ball. Right? Because you're just treating that customer like a transaction and then you're not going to get anything. You're going in for the kill. It's like doing that when you're dating. Like, what happens if you do that during, you know,
It's
courting
the Tinder
somebody?
date, right?
You're
It's the Tinder
done.
date
You're Mr. Lonely Man for the next week.
forever.
But yeah, you guys, you gotta warm it up, build some rapport, talk about their trade. There's so many things. Talk about why they
Why?
should buy a car from you.
What
Why
do
don't
they
you want
like? Just ask them what they like about the car they're calling you about.
Yeah.
What about that? What about that car? What about that Corolla caught your eye?
Yeah.
Oh man, I love that. It looks like the same exact Corolla for the last 10 years. Awesome. You
Yeah.
know?
Spend a little time, get to know them. Remember, first
I always like
base.
to joke if the Ford guys can make Escape sound exciting, then you can make any car sound exciting. Like, come on.
Someone actually told me to look at that car. I was like,
The
yeah,
Escape.
I'll pass.
It's an old I forgot it was like it
No,
was
I've seen
like
it. Yeah. But
that was
they're still making new ones?
Mercury. It was based off a Mercury car
Oh
on its
gosh,
R34.
Mercury.
Yeah, isn't that
I
wild?
remember that. I remember the Sable.
Oh my God, yeah, I remember that thing.
Mm. Yeah.
All right, what else we
Okay.
got?
So
We don't
then
want to keep everyone
number
too long.
3, you're not using all communication channels.
That's
Hello.
true.
I mean, nowadays we got what? We got chat, we got
Email,
obviously text,
text,
SMS, we got email,
voicemail,
voicemail. And by the way, if there's a phone number
video.
in there, yeah, then video. But if there's a phone number in there, you guys, please use it.
Yeah, and if there's two, use both of them. And if
Use
there's
both of them.
none, email them and
And
say,
don't
"Hey, you
expect
left out your phone number. Can I give me a number so I can give you a call? Or here's my number. Call me."
Yeah, that's going to be your best shot at converting that person. And don't expect a call the very first try, right? You might get that person on the phone, but maybe not. The voicemail is also a really great way to, you know, have them hear your sincerity, the sincerity in your
Exactly.
voice. This cannot be a, hey, this is Susan. I'm just wondering if you're still in the market. We got the car. When do you want to come in? Give me a call. No, it can't be
No,
that.
it can't because it doesn't work like that. I mean, the
No.
amount of voicemails that I hear of just like, "Hey, you still in the market?" Yeah, because the customer is really going to rush to call you to tell you that they're still in the market. No, give me a reason to call me back. I mean,
Give them a reason. Yeah, maybe it's a special promotion. Maybe it's an event that you guys are
I was at a
having. Maybe,
Mazda store today. Mazda just threw out new cash for the end of May.
boom, that's
Okay,
the first thing you need to
manage,
know. Yeah,
well, listen, what happened? The
what?
managers walked in the door to the BDC
Yeah.
complaining, "Oh, it's not enough money. It's so cheap." Blah blah blah. Like, who cares? The BDC is just excited to have something different to talk about.
Okay, but here's what people don't understand. Those promotions are meant to get people in the door, you guys. That's it. Okay. Most of those people are going to buy something else. We see it all the time. They come in for the base car and then they end up getting everything, right?
Exactly.
So those promotions, if people are calling, take them. Those are the closest to wanting to come in. It doesn't matter if you think you're not going to make anything, okay?
Yep.
Because chances are they're going to buy something else. But yeah, video. You said video. Video. Oh my gosh, it's a standard today. So if you're not using video, you're behind. You don't need to be a movie star, right? Hmm.
Well, sometimes if you're seven, you want to be.
If you're
But
Tyler
no, there's
Renault,
no reason to be a movie star.
but
The
no,
customer's not looking for that. Guys, look at the
no.
videos you watch. Are any of them so great? No, they're not, but they keep us entertained and we watch videos.
Yeah.
And, we watched one video once from someone, and the guy's walking around the car. He's like, "Yo, what's up, man? This is blah, blah, blah over here. Like, check this car out. I don't even know what that thing is on the car, but whatever. It's got 300,000 miles, which is awesome. Look how nice it is." Like, it was ridiculous, but it entertained everyone. I watched it. I got some good video about the car, and I got to know that the salesman's a
Yeah.
little bit of a goofy guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Be yourself. I mean, that's people are going to connect with that. That is
Exactly.
the human touch that people are going to connect with. Okay.
That's what they're
Even
looking
if you
for.
flubber, even if you make a mistake in there, it's okay. It's okay. You're human. Number two is you're giving up too soon. I mean, look at me. I'm still in the market. It's been
And
90
no
days
one is
plus.
in the people that you wrote 3 months ago are not writing you anymore.
Yeah, if you're through your task list and it's barely 2 o'clock, you have no cars out. Hit up the people that contacted you 90 days ago,
Exactly.
right? Okay. And then number one, dun, 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 you're missing the 5 minute window, baby. Our good friend
That's
Ricky Bobby said it
everything.
best. What did Ricky Bobby say?
If you ain't first, you last. You can't do the accent.
I don't know what kind of accent.
I don't know what that was.
But yes, if you're not first, you're last. And this is so true with internet leads, you guys. Just responding within 5 minutes raises the chances by 100% that you're going to connect and convert
Like,
that
that's
customer.
insane. A
And then under
hundred
a
percent.
minute, if you're a boss, if you're a real boss and you're responding and within a minute, and by the way, I don't mean you have all the answers in a minute. In a minute, that person sees a response from you or the dealership. Hey, we hear you. Thank you. We're going to be right with you. I'm going to check that,
Exactly.
that Carfax for you and be right with you, whatever it is. But you need to get, because otherwise they're gone.
On.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Done.
And it's true. It's gone that fast. The customer will move on.
They're going
Okay,
to,
they're tired. They're going to go, "This is a typical dealer. This is the same dealer I've always dealt with, the same, you know what, nonsense, BS. I'm not here for it. I
mm-hmm.
want someone who's going to help me. I want someone who's, why does this have to be so hard? That's the question I get all the time from everybody. Why does this have to be so hard? It
And
doesn't
I
have to be
feel
so
that.
hard.
Honestly, I feel that. So
Yeah, you're
to
feeling it
answer your
right now.
question, I know that that was a very long answer, but that is the reason why I haven't bought a car yet.
Yeah, of
So,
course. But it makes sense. And you're not different than anyone else out there. You're
yeah.
feeling the same way they all are. So listen, anyone listening to this podcast, reach out to Susan, Susan at
You got any
allenramp.com.
good deals?
Yeah, you got
I
good
love a
deals.
good
Email
Toyota.
them.
It's for my daughter, so it's got to be a good, reliable
Yeah,
Toyota.
Toyota guys.
I'd
She's
love a
looking at you.
hybrid. I would consider a Honda, Acura, you know, any of that.
All
Anyway,
right.
always good talking to you.
It was always good. Everyone.
Yeah, and I think you're going out of town pretty soon.
Oh
Yes?
yeah, just for a couple days for a little
Okay.
insanity with the family. We'll
Okay.
see. Then we're
Got a
on. Then I'm
big
in Louisiana and Marie,
yes,
North
they're excited to
Carolina,
see you. Those guys are
Atlanta.
good
You're in
guys. I just
Florida.
talked to them. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. And then we got a
Management
big
by
holiday
Fires
coming
this
up
fall. Yep.
too.
Memorial Day weekend, and then
Hmm.
Management by Fires this fall.
And then later this year, we're going to have two
Yeah.
opportunities to come join us for our management class. This is our biggest event that we have every year. We've got people flying in from all parts of the country and continent, I should say.
Yeah.
And I should say,
Hey, yeah, no,
A,
the guys up north, the 51st state up there.
51st. But yeah, that look out for that. We're also planning our annual video contest
Oh,
this
July,
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 so you
July,
should start seeing
July.
announcement for that next week, hopefully.
Yep.
And other than that,
I'll
have
see
a
you on the flip
rockin'
side.
week and an amazing holiday, and let's go
Get out
crush
there
it.
and crush it, everybody.
All right,
Bye,
cool.
Susan.
All right, bye, Michael. Bye, guys.